What's up, YouTube family? It's Carlo, and I'm back at it again with another great video of where I put my high yield interest account. And I use this account for emergency fund, but I get 8.6% APY, baby. Let's go. So where do I keep this emergency account? Is through BlockFi. But in this video, I'm gonna go over one, what is BlockFi as a company? Number two, what is BlockFi as interest account? And number three, is this platform safe? And number four, how to open up an account. I'm gonna go over my personal experience with this company and why I use it as a high yield interest account to gain 8.6% compound interest, baby. But before I get into it, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe down below, and hit the bell notification so we could get on to the next one, baby. Woo! So, as I said, what is BlockFi? So BlockFi is a privately held New York-based lending platform founded back in 2017. It's a centralized company that supplies the financial service industry. So the different products that they have for consumers are high yield interest accounts on crypto assets. Two is the trading account for buying and selling crypto assets, kind of like an exchange for no fees. And the third one is crypto-backed loans. And the fourth thing that they're rolling out in 2021 is credit cards. So the way that the company works is you deposit money into the account, and that crypto assets that you deposit into the account are lended to people as well as corporations, institutions who pay interest on loans, and that interest on the loan in turn pays us as an investor who put the money into the platform. So kind of think of it as just how Bank of America, JP Morgan, as any major banks, all the money that we have into that account, they lend it out to other people at a higher interest rate, and then we just make the 0.03, 0.06, whatever percentage on our checking savings account through our regular banks. But this bank through BlockFi, we get 8.6%. So what is BlockFi and who are the people behind BlockFi? Definitely I'll show on the screen somewhere up here.
Investor Peter Thiel, who's Valar Ventures, is doubling down on crypto with its Series B investment in crypto wealth management company BlockFi. And the founder and CEO of that company, Zach Prince, joins us at Post 9. Welcome, Zach.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So BlockFi does what? You're trying to do traditional banking for crypto? How does that work?
That's exactly right. So BlockFi builds financial services products for crypto investors. And today we have three products that are live. One is an interest account where you can earn 5% interest on your Bitcoin, 8.6% interest on your stable coins, and we also support Ether and Litecoin, which are in the top 5 by market cap, but don't have as much market share as Bitcoin. We were the first company in the space to offer loans to individuals that own cryptocurrency, similar to what you're able to do when you're borrowing against a portfolio of stocks, except with Bitcoin and Ether and other crypto assets as collateral. And our most recent product that we launched in December is the ability to buy and sell cryptocurrency for no fees whatsoever, moving it closer to the traditional equities market where trading is largely free, which we launched in December.
So I think that sounds appealing, to put my Bitcoin with you and then get a pretty high interest on that. But is it safe? I mean, are you regulated? How do I know that the money is safe?
Yeah, great question. So we're regulated like traditional fintech companies. So Square, for example, SoFi, for example. We have a money services business registration at the federal level and lending licenses and money transmission licenses at the state level. There is more risk here versus a savings account with FDIC insurance or a traditional brokerage account with SIPC insurance, but you're compensated for it with the high yields. And throughout our entire history as a company, we've never lost a penny across any of the lending activities that we do.
I was going to say, what's the delinquency rate on something like that? Isn't it dangerous?
It's zero. So if you look at securities-backed lending, margin lending, and public equities, which is what's most comparable to what we're doing, number one, you're always getting liquid collateral when you're making a loan to someone else. So we might lend you 50 cents for your dollar of Bitcoin that we custody and hold throughout the duration of the loan. And then we have a proprietary risk management system that automates the notifications for margin calls and the liquidation of assets in the scenario where there's volatility in a direction that requires us to take those actions.
Why do I need loans in Bitcoin if you can't buy really anything in Bitcoin?
Well, it's an investment asset. So I think there's this misconception because of the term cryptocurrency that the use case for Bitcoin is people spending it. Actually, it was the best performing asset of the last decade in terms of investment returns. And most people in the US aren't buying it because they want to spend it. They're buying it because the price goes up. And so one of the things that happens if you bought Bitcoin at 1,000 and now it's 10,000, for example, is if you sell it, you have to pay taxes on a $9,000 gain. A loan from BlockFi enables you to get liquidity without selling your Bitcoin, so you still hold the potential future upside in that position, and you have extra cash that you can use to make other investments, pay down higher cost debt, start a business.
More importantly, who backs up BlockFi? This is the main thing of why I decided to jump in and put my actual money into this as a emergency fund. Couple people that you can notice is the Winklevoss twins with Winklevoss Capital, Matthew Dellavedova, NBA basketball player, Peter Thiel with Valar Ventures, Susquehanna, as well as Fidelity Investments, SoFi Banking, and Purple Arch Ventures. Make sure you look into these major companies, but I'll definitely put it up somewhere on the screen. On their website, as a company, BlockFi's revenue has grown 10x over the past year and putting it on track to reach 100 million in revenue over the next year, with over 1.5 billion in assets on the platform and a 0% loss rate in the lending portfolio. So number 2, the BlockFi interest account. So pretty much it allows users to earn competitive compound interest rates on their cryptocurrency assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USD stablecoin. It keeps the cryptocurrency deposit secure through BlockFi's cryptocurrency deposits, which are held by the Gemini Trust Company, regulated by the New York Department of Financial Services. So say, for example, high interest savings accounts such as Ally Bank, which currently gives a interest yield of 0.5%, is in pale comparison, though they are FDIC insured as well as SPIC insured. However, BlockFi's cryptocurrency deposits are not insured. That's something to note. However, as I was saying earlier, they are backed by the Gemini Trust Company, and if you look into it, they do provide insurance on their assets. Let's go over BlockFi and their interest rates. So BlockFi's interest rates are very competitive, especially compared to simply just keeping your cryptocurrency in Coinbase or Binance and just hodling, hoping that it goes to the moon. What this BlockFi does, it allows you to store your crypto assets basically in a bank, high yield savings account, and those crypto assets to financial institutions at a higher interest rate. And basically you get to keep your crypto assets in addition getting interest on those assets. So going into it, for Bitcoin, Bitcoin can earn up to 6% annual interest. Ethereum can gain up to 5.25. Litecoin can gain 5% annual interest. Gemini dollars, the USD stablecoin, is 8.6%. USD stablecoin, 8.6%. PAX, 8.6%. PAX G, 4%. And USD Tether, 7%. So as you could see, if you compare all of these interest rates compared to Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, most of those interest accounts for your savings is around 0.03 to 0.06%. If you do an online savings account such as Ally, it's 0.5%. And then when you look at BlockFi, we go all the way up to 8.6% compounded annually. Let's go. So, for example, let's say we're earning 8.6% on a stable coin such as the Gemini US dollar Tether, and that eliminates some of the volatility risk. So $10,000 in Gemini USD will earn you $860 for the full year. And since it's pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar, you won't have to be concerned about its price and its fluctuations. So is BlockFi safe, and is your money safe on BlockFi's platform? Based on my research and my conversations with the customer representatives on BlockFi, it passes my safety test. Gemini keeps around 95% of its assets in cold storage and the other 5% in hot wallets that are insured by Aon. Gemini is also a licensed custodian and is regulated by the NYDFS, and it recently received a SOC2 compliance from Deloitte, which is one of the big 4 major accounting firms for their custody solutions. What happens if BlockFi gets hacked? What happens if the accounts are compromised? And what happens if all of a sudden everyone defaults? So if BlockFi gets hacked, as I was saying, they are insured. They're not FDIC or SPIC insured, but they are insured by Aon as well as Gemini in regards to the cryptocurrency assets. And they have backing from Deloitte and Gemini security. So for me, that's enough security to feel comfortable with putting my money into this account. Thing is, how do I apply for a BlockFi account? So signing up for a BlockFi account is relatively effortless, and it can be done within 2 minutes. They're just going to ask you for your name, your date of birth, your social security, and an email address. From there, they'll send you also your phone number. They'll send you a 2-factor authentication. You'll type it up into the computer, and pretty much, as I was saying, first off, you could use the link in the description down below. You'll get $25 a sign-up bonus once you deposit a minimum of $500. It's definitely going to help you as well as me and the YouTube page. And after you deposit money into the account, it takes 3 to 5 business days for the money to transfer, or for you to transfer your crypto assets into the account. So what I did, I transferred $500 USD is pegged 1-to-1, and from there, once it posts into the account, you're gonna go to the bar that says earn interest on the home builder page, and you're gonna get started, and you wait to get approved. But literally it takes less than 2 minutes. And my experience with BlockFi so far is really good. Customer service is really great. Within 24 hours response. You could email them at support@blockfi.com, and pretty much earning an 8.7 APY in addition to your crypto assets are insured by Gemini Trust Account as well as Aon. So for me and my risk tolerance, I feel comfortable putting my money in this platform. So make sure that you hit that like, hit the subscribe, and I really hope you guys got a lot of good things out of this, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.